What's going on, everyone? Um, we're here, just lost, and we're just gonna talk about it. Just gonna talk and just see how it goes. So it's unfortunate that we lost, but I want to go ahead and basically give y'all my full analysis of what happened, what I think, what happened really. I'm gonna give my roses out to who definitely deserves some roses, and then I'm gonna give out my criticism, my what who should have played better and whatnot, and I want to go ahead. I always like to start with the roses. A few weeks ago when we got blown out by Buffalo, I definitely was on the hashtag fire Tomlin trade. But after these past two games, man, I'm no longer on that train. I've hopped off on the first exit I could, and I want to say how happy I am to have Coach Tomlin as our coach. Really proud that he is our coach. He has coached two hell of a games um, against two teams that their offenses are, in my opinion, top 10. I know Tampa Bay has sort of been falling apart lately, but absolutely want to give my roses to Coach Tomlin for coaching our defense and our team up to two possible wins without the best defensive player in the league. And not gonna lie, T.J. Watt, with or without T.J. Watt, I don't think it would have been a win either way, um, because of just how great the defense played without him. I think this might have been me personally. This is the defense's best game of the year, and I mean that. It is the best game the defense has played all year. Technically, it is due to how many points the Dolphins had scored. I definitely, um, I definitely think that they just played out of their minds against, in my opinion, the best offense in all of football. After seeing them come back 35-14 against the Baltimore Ravens, there's no doubt in my mind that this is the best offense in all of football right now. Um, I just want to also go ahead and say that Tomlin, I will not say for the rest of this season, I promise I will not say or be on the Tomlin hashtag fire Tomlin train. Not once the rest of the year. So, Coach, appreciate you, and I appreciate you, Coach. You're doing really a good job. And this is not sarcasm. This is me being genuinely honest. I want to give my flowers to two players who I've criticized a lot these past two seasons, and that is Terrell Edmonds and Devin Bush. I thought once again coverage could have been a little better on both parties, but for who they are and how they've played these past few years, ever since we drafted both of them in the first round, not the same year, of course, separate years. I believe it was Edmonds and then Bush. I want to go ahead and just give them like they hadn't played the best, but these past two games they've played better than I've seen them their entire careers, and I appreciate the consistency. And guys, that you guys played really good. I know you're not going to hear this, and you probably hear it from a lot of fans, and just want to say we appreciate your effort, and we just appreciate you're still going to play hard for us, however many years, seasons that you play for us. Thank you. Um, Another rose just to the rest of the defense. Definitely deserve roses there to everyone on the defense holding the best offense in football to 16 points. Again, just a rose to everyone on the defense, uh, and then I gotta get my roses on offense. Not many to give out other than the George Pickens. Everyone else played terrible. I do have to say Najee looked a lot more elusive. He's still got a lot of work on that third and one where just gets tackled and doesn't keep moving his feet, doesn't fall forward. He could have gotten us a first down, but he decides just to fall. Got to try and do something better there. That third and one where he just kind of jumped and gets smacked. Got to do better. I was very very upset with Najee Harris this season. He's definitely not played it anywhere close to where he did last year. Um, Jalen Warren got to get more touches, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Um, that's about it for that. No more roses to hand out. Straight, straight dookie pies from here on out. I don't know, shit pies. I'll call them. I'm not fucking afraid to curse. Give out some shit cakes to the entire offense, man. Except for of course George Pickens and then that one Frymouth catch. I just I don't know what else to say, man. We had some guys make plays, but I really want to give a shit pie to I got to be fair. I can't be a hypocrite anymore. I can't live myself doing that, being a hypocrite. I gotta give a shit pie to Kenny, man. He really played terrible in my opinion. He made maybe 10 throws that I was like, wow, that's pretty good. And then I think the 22 other throws he made just mid uh, average quarterback throws. And then the first pick, I can't be mad at that. The obvious defensive pass interference that the refs didn't want to call. Refs want to cheat, let them cheat. I'm used to it. Being a Steelers fan, I'm sure everyone else who's watching is. Uh, you know, the next two picks and the game winning drives, um, just Pickett making rookie mistakes, and we all expect him to play better and to do better and to be better because he's a Steeler and he's a Pitt kid. And I know everyone's calling for his head right now after calling for Mitch's head. I think we all just miss Big Ben. There was a quote that said, you're gonna see the quarterback play this year and wish Big Ben never retired." I didn't believe it. I thought the quarterbacks were gonna do. I had a feeling Kenny was gonna come in at some point in the season and take over for Mitch just to get the rookie some plays. But I didn't think it would be this early. Kind of glad it was. Well, I'm not, but I was at the time. Very happy to see KP in there, and how well he's played. He's somewhat played. Definitely a lot of mistakes for a rookie. Um, and I Mitch, he looked good against Tampa Bay, probably his best game of the year. I can't be a hypocrite and say let's keep Kenny out there. The only reason I don't want to take Kenny out is because it's going to mess with his development. I don't think Tomlin's going to do it. I just want to see Kenny out there and develop. And I can't be a hypocrite and say I don't want to see Mitch in there, back out there. I can't be a hypocrite and say I low key want to see Mason out there for his last year with us. He was my favorite quarterback coming out of that draft class, um, and I'm really glad that we drafted him. Didn't I thought he'd be the successor to Ben Roethlisberger. I was wrong, which is okay, but I can't be a hypocrite and say that I love how Kenny's playing. I can't. I don't. I want to see him out there. I want to see him play like that every week. I mean, it's cool to see a quarterback get over 205 yards of passing every game, but it's not cool when he's playing like shit, throwing two picks that he should not have thrown. And I'm analyzing that last play, and I looked at it for 10 solid minutes of just me breaking down the film. And so what I see here is I would love to let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on, y'all. But I'm gonna keep talking while I do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and explain it in case I can't find it. So basically, what I see here is Kenny stepping up in the pocket. I do see a lane open of about 5 to 7 yards. Um, let's see here. Let's see. Can't really see it well in this angle. So this new streaming software can make me show. Um, let's see. go to YouTube here. Okay, so we can actually do this new software is very good with this kind of stuff. It isn't the best angle, um, but so here, Kenny, if you look here, Kenny's stepping up in the pocket. The 49 on the edge. I think if Kenny here takes off, 49 is not going to catch him until at least the 20-yard line. 55 is in a deep coverage. Here Kenny takes off, or Kenny cocks back to throw. And from this angle, it looks like he just throws straight to the guy. But that's not a fair camera angle. That's not a fair camera angle in my opinion. To his real last play. But from that angle, you can see that there is a lane, and he definitely should have not run it and not thrown it. Let's see if I can find anything else, man. I don't think I will be able to. There's my stream right there. Look, one person watching. Let's see. Claypool does not slip here. He is shoved to the ground. Let's be real here. Yeah, it's not gonna show it. All right. It's really, I don't think it's gonna, come on. Let me fucking see it. Let me see the angle that I was looking at. Sign into my Twitter. I ain't no one watching anyways, so I don't really care. Let me see. Did I like it? Let me see. It's not looking like I liked it. There's some really good throws by Pickett, but I'm not gonna be able to find it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Uh, yeah. That's just I'm gonna go ahead and show. So what basically happens is at the top of the screen, you're gonna see the safety come down as soon as Pickett steps up in the pocket, and as soon as Pickett steps back and cocks it, Johnson goes up and around. And in my opinion here, when you see that, Pickett has time. He can sit there for a second and a half, or 2 seconds, which is a lot of time for an NFL quarterback with 49 coming on the side. And rather than sitting back and cocking it on the run, expecting Johnson to come do a comeback, get down at the 1-2 yard line, maybe 3, probably going out of bounds, you can take the time, come up in the pocket, and launch it deep, seeing that safety come down. If you see that safety come down, start breaking, I'm not throwing that. I'm coming it back and launching it deep. I'm not a quarterback or I'm a coach, but if I'm a pro quarterback analyst, that's the best I can do. I'm nowhere near it, right? I'm nowhere near it. But as soon as Kenny, but it's not when Kenny cocks it, does the safety come downfield. That doesn't really make too much sense. It's when Kenny starts stepping up in the pocket, looking like he's going to run, does the safety come down because all the safety sees is 49 coming from the side and 55 covering Najee on the flat, which he's doing a pretty good job by the way. You see him about to throw, and he's already coming down, which means it's going to limit Pickett to a 5 to 7 yard gain with them going out of bounds, of course, which is not very good. It's going to put us at about the 15-yard line, 12, 15-yard line with about 20 seconds left to go, which is better than the interception, of course, which he could have done. Or, like I keep saying, the safety's coming down. There's now nobody back there except for, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his last name, number 9, who's sitting in the corner waiting for this comeback route. I'm taking a risk and chucking it in the back corner of the end zone, expecting Johnson to come and go to the end zone. You're taking end zone shots here. You're in the last 30 seconds. In my opinion, there's no point in doing get at the 2 yard line. I mean, yeah, it does make sense. Don't get me wrong, but I'm taking a shot at the end zone. Go score a touchdown. Go make a clutch play. Put that in the back left corner of the end zone, and let Johnson make a toe drag swag like Santonio and Ben did back in Super Bowl 43. That's personally what I'm telling Pickett. You see that safety coming down, you chuck that in the back corner of the end zone and let Johnson try making a play. You overthrow him, you get another chance. But throwing that comeback route is a little too risky with number 9 playing such tight coverage like that. Johnson slithers his way and starts going a more inside, and you can even he had enough time to where he could just throw it in the back, not in the back corner, but in the sort of middle of that part of the end zone. So you look at that play from the angle that I was trying to show it at, and that's what you should analyze it as. Pickett did so when I first saw it, I'm like, Pickett just threw it straight to the guy. I had no idea what the fuck he was doing. I thought Pickett was trying to make a Santonio Holmes type throw because Johnson was just above him. And it was just a terrible throw. That's what I thought. I walked out of the bar. I started driving home. Didn't say a word until the next morning because I was just so furious. That's what it looked like. But then I took a look at another angle. I just, as a coach, I'm telling Pickett, that's not what you should have done. And he understands that. He understands that. I mean, I'm sure I'd be saying the opposite, like, oh, what a great play by Pickett, game-winning play, if you had caught at the 3 yard line, and then we would have probably done another fade to Pickens or Claypool and let them score the game winner or some other crazy shit. I don't know. But from what I saw from the play, I'm telling Pickett, throw it in the back of the end zone to Johnson. Don't underestimate this comeback route because, in my opinion, that's Canada fucking with his mind. Because every single fucking play is a little comeback. And I'm not going to say it doesn't work because it works pretty well because Johnson, Claypool, and Pickens are all amazing route runners. Say what you want to say about the three, about Claypool. I think all three are absolutely outstanding route runners. I'm done with these fucking comebacks. Take a shot. Hey man, y'all see the little chat box, man? Hey man, look at that shit, man. You can see yourself in the chat box. I think it's pretty cool, man. Not gonna lie. Yes, it was an extremely winnable game. I absolutely agree with you. Um, it was a really winnable game, and it was really hard to watch Pickett play as bad as he played. I personally, um, I trust Claypool more than Johnson. I don't blame Johnson. I don't blame Johnson. I think Johnson was doing more of the right thing. I just think him and KP gotta establish more of a, okay, what am I gonna do in this situation? What are you gonna do in this situation? Get a more brotherly team bond because right now this team is not a team. This team is individuals playing a game, and Tomlin has got honestly the defense is on lock in my opinion. If the defense plays as good as they played last night on this level for the rest of the season, you won't hear me complain about the defense once. But against the Cincinnati Bengals, letting them come back against the Buff, that's more the offense's fault. we'll go back to that another point. The Buffalo Bills, the Patriots not being able to hold them, the Jets not being able to hold them. The defense has lost us some games, but the defense won us a game against the Bucks and kept us in it against the Dolphins. So, and of course, the five turnovers by the defense week one won us that game. No doubt in my mind, of course, and the missed field goals blocked by Minka. The defense won us week one, and they won us week five. Okay, or week six. My apologies. And they kept us in it for yesterday, and I won't complain about the defense. I'm not even gonna. I've been saying I gotta go. I'm gonna go, Dreadman, man. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this Calvin Austin shit. Gunnar Olszewski is no good, and I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm watching him, I get fucking anxious whenever he goes down there and catches a punt. Our secondary, I mean, I really don't think so. If you look at the Ravens secondary, their secondary is better than ours, and Tua threw for over 400 yards on them. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I mean, so the first quarter was rough. First quarter was rough. Second, third, and fourth, completely different team out there. First quarter, guys were getting shredded. Absolutely. Second, third, and fourth, the defense couldn't have played better in my opinion. They came up with clutch plays. They didn't allow a single point in the second half. I definitely can disagree with the shredded part for the second, third, and fourth quarter. But when Gunnar Olszewski is back there, I get so anxious that he's gonna fucking fumble because he's done it twice, and they've been game costing casualties. And he lost us the game against New England. I mean, the defense definitely didn't fucking help, but um, he lost his game against New England. That touchdown they score was just unacceptable, man. Those four dropped interceptions are inexcusable. I absolutely agree, man. You're absolutely correct. I mean, if we catch two of those, we might have won that game at any point. Two of those at any point, any singular point, two of those, we win the game. But defense didn't make plays today. But they held the number one offense in football right now. They held the number one offense, and that's all I can ask. So, I couldn't ask more from the defense. They held the Miami Dolphins on that last drive where Pickett threw that interception to the safety coming downfield. Terrible read. I mean, you're just trying to make a play, throw it up. I think that's a terrible read. You got to look at that. You gotta look at that safety coming downfield, or you got to take off, make it a fourth and manageable. I thought I saw an open lane on that second to last interception. I have to look at the film again. But overall, man, it was just rough, man. It's tough. It's all right though. We'll come back at some point. Um, we will do all right. We have still got half a season ahead of us. There's no way in fucking hell we beat Philadelphia next week. I'm gonna watch the game, right? Of course, I don't miss a game. But I'm gonna be like, yeah, I may not even wear a fucking jersey because no, I'm just kidding. I have to wear a jersey, but I'm gonna wear one of my shitty jerseys that I got and not worry about it. But tough game, man. It's a tough game, but it's all right, guys. We still have I think we still have 7 winnable games on our schedule. I was looking at our schedule, man. We got the second half of the season. We got the Saints, the Colts, the Falcons, the Browns, the Ravens once. Who else we got? That's 5 winnable games. That brings us to 7 wins. Two more games in there that I think we can win is um I gotta look at the schedule again. Hold on. The Saints, the Colts, the Falcons, Baltimore once. I think we could beat them once. The Panthers, the Raiders, and then the Browns once. We got 7, 8 winnable games there. If our defense, if we fire Matt Canada after next week against Philadelphia, which I think that we're gonna do that. I actually think we're gonna do that. We'll fire Matt Canada at the bye week. That's what I think. That's what I think Tomlin's waiting for. I think we're gonna get blown out by Philadelphia, absolutely just smothered, just like how we did in Buffalo. Tom's gonna be like, "That's it, I'm done. Canada, you're out. Mike Sullivan, you got to take over. Try your best, and we'll see what happens." So it it was it would surprise me if we beat Philly because we win these nutty games that we shouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if we beat Philly. Um, it would for me. You know, it's a different team without Ben Roethlisberger. Um, Last time we played in Philadelphia, we lost 34-3. It was, and that was with Big Ben. That was with Antonio. That was with Le'Veon. Um, it's. I'm not. Look, we'll be lucky to score a touchdown. Or, well, you know what? This is going to be my final score prediction. The over, I don't know. It's probably going to be another 14-point over. Um, I will be lucky to go 14-32. 14-32. That'll be a good score for us because one, we scored two touchdowns. Have we scored more than one touchdown in a game yet? I'm curious. Did we? I don't know. I think we may have. I don't know. I don't know. We but Matt Canada, and this is not being me being exaggerated at all, is single-handedly the worst offensive coordinator in NFL history. I'm not over exaggerating at all. He might be the worst offensive coordinator in NFL history. Worse than Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly won some fucking games. He put up some numbers with what he had. Chip Kelly was terrible, but he put up numbers with what he had. I think he may have made the playoff. Let's look up his NFL record. That's new. Let's look at his NFL record. Uh, his NFL record's 28-35, and he made the playoffs once. Matt Canada did not make the fucking playoffs. That was Ben Roethlisberger. I don't want to hear anyone say anything. Everyone's saying we need to hire Big Ben as offense coordinator. Ben's not going to take that fucking job. He's enjoying retirement. If Big Ben, I would take Big Ben in a heartbeat to be our offense coordinator. He's a brilliant offensive mind, but it's not going to happen. It's just not. In the words of Mike Tomlin, with Antonio Brown, sorry, in the words of Mike Tomlin, with him going to college football, never say never, but never. You know, uh, which once again, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike Tomlin, man. He's one of the best coaches in all of football. He lost us the game against Buffalo. Guys weren't ready to play. Terrible coaching by him. Patriots defense. I just, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna probably gonna end it here. Um, Appreciate Dreadman. Appreciate you watching and listening to me bitch and moan for 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna be doing more streams. This software makes it a lot of fun to do these streams. I'm not gonna lie. I actually really really enjoy doing these um, now because the software it makes it look cool, makes it look like a real stream. Um, I'm gonna probably be doing the streams a lot more. Uh, this software is awesome, man. Like it's Streamlabs. This is like I had no idea how to. I was trying to do this when I was younger. I had no idea how to do it. Um, Appreciate you subbing me, man. Thank you. Um, it didn't. Oh, it didn't come up on my little. It's supposed to come up on my meter. I wanted to see. I wanted to see you coming up as my sub because usually it'll say like, "Hey, this person subbed." Ah, boo. All right. Um, I don't know. I guess supposed to say it's supposed to give us alerts and shit. But overall, I don't know. It's still stuff I gotta test. Uh, still stuff I gotta test. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. You guys are great fans of Steeler Nation. We're let's win this game against Philadelphia. If we do, I'll do some crazy shit. If we beat Philadelphia, I'll do some crazy shit. Let me tell you, crazy shit.